favorite stone of all time. Just give me a second. Yes, my favorite stone of all time. We're talking about a stone that I believe everyone should have. So if you're wondering what that stone is, first let me introduce myself. My name is Marie de Tulio. I am the founder of Crystal Energy, where we teach people how to feel better in their bodies using crystals, using energy, using different energy modalities. So my goal, if you just missed it, we're talking about my favorite stone. My goal is really to teach people how to use crystals, how to use energy to feel better in their body, so to feel better physically, to feel better energetically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, so on all levels, let's feel better so we can enjoy our lives even more. So just give me a second here. Yes. Talking about the tourmaline, there's no secret. Black tourmaline. I always talk about black tourmaline, black tourmaline, black tourmaline, black tourmaline, my favorite stone. So you can find black tourmaline in its natural shape. It's like this one. Let me show you this one instead. It's even sharper. So you can see that's the natural shape of the stone. You can see there's 3 points joining together here, and same thing on the other side, 3 points. So it's really the natural shape of the stone. And you can find it in different ways. You can find it sliced. Really rare now because it's there's often chips and there's often waste, so it's really expensive to get the stone to be in those flat shapes. But if you find it amazing, you can use that. You can find it as a pebble, or you can find it like this one, which was cut flat, but it was also polished afterwards. So either way, they are amazing. What I wanted to show you was you could also find tourmaline like this one. When you're seeing this one, you see all the lines, all the stripes that are in there. If you can hear me, I need a thumb up. Thank you. So you see this one that has all these lines in it, and there's this one that has no lines in it. So it's this one is much flatter, right? So this one, all the small lines that I'm finding in this one is one big chunk of tourmaline. And I often tell people, not that these with the lines are not good, but they are often fake. And it's really hard to spot the good ones from the bad ones. Actually, after 10 years, I still don't know. So what I recommend is if you find one like this, there's no small lines, so you know for sure you're getting the real thing. That's my first choice. Second choice would be this, but usually tourmaline is something that's really solid, so if I try to break it apart, there shouldn't be any pieces that fall. So if you see pieces that are falling, it's usually called, it's another stone, and doesn't have the same properties at all. So I really recommend you look for the tourmaline. And it's not where you buy it. They bought it thinking it's tourmaline, but often it is not. So let me show you this one. This one is really beautiful chunk. And when you see this one on the side here, you can see there's another chunk here. So there's the big tourmaline and there's a small chunk of tourmaline in the tourmaline. So that, to me, it has even more power. So when you see a tourmaline in a tourmaline, or a tourmaline in another stone, even better. There's the same thing that often appears in quartz. So when you see a quartz in the quartz, even better, because you get more energy going. This one has green tourmaline with it, so still it's good also. But the point is, if you really see a stone that has another stone in it, sometimes it's amazing. So you can have the tourmaline as a bracelet, another bracelet. You can have it, I often see it as like these. They're ankle bracelets. Ankle bracelets are just amazing, especially with tourmaline. So let me tell you what tourmaline does, so this way we can really get to how it can help you better in your life. Tourmaline is just about the most grounding stone. So as such a grounding stone, actually I cannot think of any other stone that would be as grounding as tourmaline. So tourmaline is really grounding. It has a calming effect. there's something to tourmaline that it just like takes the excess energy and drops it into the earth. So it's an amazing stone. And when I'm saying grounding as well, what I want to tell you is that it really gets you to go back into your body, right? Because when we're in pain, when we're stressed, when we have emotions, we're kind of not feeling our bodies, but we're in our heads or we're somewhere else. And tourmaline just brings you back here. Tourmaline grounds you here and says it's only here that you can make decisions. It's only here that you can take action. So tourmaline is an amazing friend. When I started with crystals, I couldn't feel a single thing. No stones I could feel. And I had been told, just wear tourmaline all the time. Anytime you want to feel something, anytime you want to feel another stone, wear tourmaline. So that's really how amazing tourmaline is. It brings you back in your body so you can feel what really is, so you can deal with it. Because when you don't feel it, you don't need to deal with it, right? And tourmaline is made of negative ions. Anything that is disease, stress, problems, situations, that's all positive emotion, positive ions. So with the tourmaline and its negative ions, it's basically attracting, taking from your body and bringing it in the stone and in the ground, all that positive ions that you have in your body. It's very similar to the salt lamp, but the salt lamp does that. The negative ions is for the environment. It doesn't affect you, but tourmaline does it for you. So it's a number one friend, crystal friend. Could I say that? Number one helper, definitely, for your health or to get to feel more things. As I always want to tell you, crystals are just amazing to help you with anything that you're feeling. But if you're going to the doctor, if you have a prescription and all that, keep doing that. The beauty of crystals is that they work on top of everything else, but never do you let the doctor decide of what you, if your condition's improving, you could go see the doctor again and see if there's a change, but they're in charge. Remember, they have the expertise. Crystals are more to help you on an holistic level. So they're just working differently and they don't interfere with any medication. That's the amazing part. So, which brings me to if you are in pain. Tourmaline. Great choice. If you're in pain, you can just take the tourmaline. You have it as a bracelet. You put it on your elbow if you have pain on the elbow. If you just have a pebble, you just put that one pebble and you put it there. If you have more, I want to say put them all there. But the beauty of tourmaline is really that absorption quality. It really works well with the pain. So because it is so grounding, and because it's good with pain, I always recommend the elderlies. Wearing tourmaline is just an amazing choice. So you can wear a small pebble, like one of these in the bracelet. It doesn't have to be this big. They're smaller ones. You could wear one in your ankles, inside your ankles, in your socks. You could do that on both sides. That would be absolutely amazing. That would be the best, because not only is it helping you come back in your body, but it's because it's so grounding. As we're getting older and often losing our footing, or the hips are not as solid as they used to be, it just helps us stay feet on the ground, everything else up. So it's really, if you have family member that often falls, that's a good stone to wear. It's also very good for anyone that has any joint issue. Arthritis, osteoporosis, all of these issues with joints, any type of issues with joints, you can have tourmaline and work with it. You could just use the tourmaline you could place the small tourmaline. Let me find one. You can just put that one small tourmaline on that area. You can just, let's say you have finger issues, you could just rub the tourmaline over it and feel, how does it feel? How is it different before and after? Tourmaline is always, it really makes a huge difference for pain. So I I don't think, I really don't take pain medication, but I take tourmaline. So you can try that. You can try the tourmaline when you have pain. If you have a headache, you can have the tourmaline at the back of your neck here, or you could have it like, you could try it on the pain area, or you could have it on, you could try it different places. Tourmaline is just amazing because it could go really anywhere on the body. But if you're going to wear it as jewelry, I really recommend you don't wear it so much in the heart to throat area, just because it's in the energy is kind of static, and it's not most appropriate there. But if for you it feels good, like everything I say, if what I tell you sounds good to you, you can try it and see, does it work for you or not. If it doesn't work for you, good, try something else. If it works, amazing. Either way, I mean, listen to your body. So if you're wearing it as a necklace all the time and you love it, it's fine. It wouldn't be my first choice. I would use it for when I work with someone for specific conditions. But if it works for you, it works for you. That's important to remember. So be careful. Often when you're buying tourmaline, you think you're buying tourmaline and they're putting a few obsidians in there, a few different things. Not that they're not good stones, they just don't have all these amazing properties that tourmaline have. If you have any question, go ahead and ask them as I talk about tourmaline, because there's so much I can say about tourmaline. We could be talking all day, but all night. But then let's go back to tourmaline. If someone who's undergoing chemo treatment, tourmaline is amazing because it will definitely reduce the symptoms or the effects of chemo. So that would be really good. I usually don't tell people to wear them during the chemo, but before and after, that'd be amazing. Just the important thing when you're working with tourmaline, because it works so amazingly and it works so all the time at removing that positive ions that we have in our bodies, that are disease, that are pain, that are beliefs, you really need to take care of your tourmaline. And the good thing is tourmaline is really, really easy breezy to take care of. All you need to do is put it under running water. So you just put on the tap water, the cold tap water, put your tourmaline under, and as the tourmaline is under the water, just try to, what I do is I kind of rub my finger over it as the water comes down, and you're going to see it's kind of a slimy-ish feeling. And when you see that slimish feeling is gone, then you know there was enough cleansing of the stone. And it doesn't need more than that, but of course, if it's the full moon and you want to give it a moon bath, you're welcome to. If there's thunderstorm and there's what's the other one that goes with thunderstorm? The lightning. If there's lightning, tourmaline loves it. So if there's thunderstorm and lightning, you could put them outside and just let them enjoy it. That will do an amazing job at cleansing them. I've had a friend that had been using tourmaline. She'd felt amazing benefits, and all of a sudden she's telling me, every time I wear tourmaline, I feel like I want to kill my husband. And that's what we're looking for here. So I said, well, did you wash it? And did you take care of it? And she's like, oh, I didn't know I needed to do that. So you absolutely need to take care of your crystals, especially if they're working with you all the time. They're just absorbing all of that's into you. And even though they're deviating some up to the earth, there's still some left in there. And it's like a filter. When the filter is all crowded, there's no more room for anything else. So you want to cleanse it so it can work and let the energy circulate through you and through the earth. So take good care of your stone. That's very important. And tourmaline, as I said, the easiest under running water is good enough. If you have a full moon, you want to enjoy it, good, but it doesn't have to. So as I said earlier, the tourmaline was good for joint pain, for osteoporosis. It's also really good for any type of back pain, any type of structure alignment issue. It's really good. You could put it in different areas and you're going to feel the relief as it's going in one place or the other. Also, if you, especially, let's say you have a joint pain, somewhere where you just feel inflammation, you feel there's some heat there, tourmaline is really good to reduce the heat in a spot like that. tourmaline, I'm talking so much more on a physical level. But really what tourmaline did for me was really more on an emotional and mental level. It brought me back into my body. It helped me feel everything that I couldn't feel anymore. I had circumstances in my life where I'd built a huge wall in front of me. And tourmaline gradually helped me reduce the wall and accept everything that was coming at me. If you're someone that doesn't really know how to deal with emotions, or that's been not really, sorry, that hasn't been too emotional, or actually you've been on the opposite, you couldn't feel a single thing, well, it's really good to feel. And please, 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 if you have been blocking yourself from feeling, it's because you're oversensitive, and you need to get back that quality that's in you, because sensitivity is what makes this world so amazing. So tourmaline allows you to learn how to feel in a more gentle way. And it's really, really good, because not only does it allow you to feel, but it also kind of protects your aura. It harmonizes it and makes it even larger, so it protects you as you're going, so you're feeling more when you're moving forward, so you're prevented from whatever is about to happen. You're going to feel it before it happens, so you can prevent it. So tourmaline gives you really a much larger aura, so you feel much safer, so it's really protecting. It's an amazing protection to wear a tourmaline. Labradorite is also a good protection, especially from entities, but to me, tourmaline just protects you from, I want to say, more of everything, and it does your cleanup at the same time, so it's always a bonus. If your thoughts are running crazy, it's always good. Tourmaline can change that. If you're wondering, where do I wear the tourmaline? My first bet is always by the ankles, because it's down and it's bringing your energy down, and that's what we always want to do. But you could wear it in your pockets if you want to. I have lots of clients that sleep with it in their pillowcase under their neck here. So it's really good for headache, it's good for migraines, it's good for all kinds of sleep issues, insomnia. It can help you. You could also have it, the reason they wear it, they put it in their pillowcase, is that it does, this way if you move, then the stone is not moving all over. But you could have it under your covers in the bed, or even under your bed sheet. That'd be even better, by your feet. So it's really using all of that energy and bringing it to the ground, to your feet. That would be a good thing too. And lymphatic drainages. So if you have any type of lymphatic issues, any type of nervous system issue, tourmaline is a really good stone for all of that. Amazing stone for body detox. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So if you have clients and you're doing body detox, you want to use tourmaline, you have to use. Actually, if you're any type of energy worker, if you're not using tourmaline under your massage table, you are wasting resources. There's energy that needs to be moved, and please, please, please put a tourmaline under your massage table to help people. You could do that under your bed as well. So you could have one tourmaline that you just put under the tailbone of the person. That would be the best choice. So wearing tourmaline, the good thing is you can never overdo it. So it's always a good choice. And it's also, because it grounds you, it also really centers you. It aligns you. Everything is when everything is in alignment, you can make much better decisions. So often people now come for treatments and they just want to be in that better state to make that decision that they need to do. So it's a way of cleansing everything, detoxing everything, so yet you can really make that decision from the center of your core, knowing that's the real decision that you wanted, that you were supposed to take. I have people that come for just tourmaline treatments. That's how amazing tourmaline is. And often tourmaline, when people experiment with tourmaline the first time, usually often they will feel the tingling in their legs because it's grounding. So that's the first place where they'll feel it, because the tourmaline kind of needs to make its way up slowly but surely. So it starts almost always it starts from the feet, but often they're also going to feel it in the place where tourmaline is kind of giving you a warning. Watch that area. I'm working on it right now, but you need to pay attention there because it's about to be painful. So once you know, once you have the warning sign, you can take good care of it and you could just prevent different things. So tourmaline is absolutely amazing because it does so much more. And to me, the most important thing is it allows other stones to work even better. So I always work with tourmaline first on people because then everything else is so much easier. Just the protection of your aura, making your aura so much bigger, just that is absolutely an amazing gift. So if you have any questions on black tourmaline, now is the time, because after that, I'll answer you next week. Bonjour Manon, contente que tu sois là. Bonjour Annie. Bonjour belle maman. And so before I go on, if you can hear me, if everything is wonderful, if you have no more question for tourmaline, send me a heart or a thumbs up or something to tell me that everything's working fine and that I wasn't just talking by myself the entire time. And on that note, tourmaline is just my favorite stone. I will talk about it till the day I die. I will probably get buried with a few tourmalines around me just because it's so amazing. So on that note, I wish you the best as always. Remember, one body, no replacement part, one life as well. So we might as well take good care of our body. So how are you going to take good care of your body? As I said, tourmaline, the best stone ever. So for sure, if this week you don't know how to take care of your body, find somewhere to buy a tourmaline and use it this week. I know this will make you feel better. On that note, I am so glad you were here with me, and have a wonderful week.